Hey guys, what's up? Chief Pat here, and today bringing you guys a brand new Clash Royale video. And inside of this video, we're going to be hopping into the next episode of my Let's Play Clash Royale series, where things are going to get a little bit crazy inside of the most recent battles that I've had. Now, I've been playing a lot on this account, and I've generally been hovering around 2,900 to 3,000 trophies. Feels pretty solid to me. Still using the Sparky deck just to collect my crown chests every day, and I'm working on upgrading some of my other cards inside of my deck. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see me use the Goblin Barrel because I've been asking inside of a lot of videos what you guys want to see, so I've been hoping to get a level 2 Goblin Barrel inside of the shop, and that would definitely switch things up a bit inside of this deck. Also, I have been getting a lot of giant skeletons, so I might try to do some sort of giant skeleton as well as Goblin Barrel deck, which used to be really popular inside of the game. You'd use your giant skeleton, and as soon as it would cross the bridge, you'd throw your Goblin Barrel over the top, that way that the tower's tanking the giant skeleton, and the goblins are going ham onto the tower. So I'm going to keep upgrading those cards. Let's go ahead and keep going on with a couple of these battles. It looks like he's going to throw some goblins down the left-hand lane. My musketeer should be able to clean them up and only get maybe one hit off onto the tower. And now at this point, we've got a pretty commanding elixir lead, and I don't see a zap spell just yet, so let's just go ahead and keep pushing onwards as he gets ready to deploy that Ice Spirit. Now, Ice Spirit is sitting there. It's not doing anything just yet. My Valkyrie is going to kill the Knight just as the Sparky retargets onto the Barbarians. Ice Spirit's going to hit the Valkyrie. Everything is going wrong for this guy at this point, and we've already locked on to his crown tower with nearly full HP Valkyrie, plus our Sparky still healthy, plus our Giant even has a sliver of health left. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the 3-crown victory and not even have to worry about it. This guy didn't really know how to counter the Sparky very well, so I'm just going to throw a good game out there because this one is over 3 crowns towards my crown chest, which is pretty dang nice. And yeah, things are looking pretty good so far. So continuing onward, let's go ahead and play Dover from the Clan Monster. A lot of level 10s up here. Generally, I'm only playing level 10s nowadays. It really feels good when you upgrade a level. Like when I upgrade from level 7 to level 8, you guys saw how happy I was. Well, almost immediately after that, I moved up to where now I'm only playing level 10s, where I used to only play level 9. So Clash Royale is sort of just like the rat race. You're never going to get away from being at a level disadvantage. If you're a player who's consistently going up against players who are a higher level than you, as you upgrade your stuff, obviously you'd like to, be on an even playing field, but you're just going to keep climbing up the ranks and seeing people who are a higher level than you. So I think that's one of the important things to realize about the game, whether it's fair or not, whether it should exist inside of the game or not, that's a different question. But as far as the game is currently constructed, there's almost nothing we can do about it. You just have to play, and I sort of think about that whenever I want to tilt when I play like level 10s with level 11 barbarians, or else I think I would probably lose my mind. Now, meanwhile, things are going pretty good on this push. We ended up getting that Inferno Tower down just in time. That's going to be the key to this battle, is getting that Inferno Tower down in the very center. That way my Giant can tank just a little bit longer for my troops. He really doesn't have a great counter to the Giant other than the Inferno Tower. So let's see if we can just stockpile a little elixir, get things going in our favor, and then maybe be able to knock that left-hand tower down. Now, both of us having elixir collectors means that we're both just going to pump up on this right-hand side. Obviously smart, because both towers on the left are damaged, and you always want to play your collector away from your damaged towers. Meanwhile, I'm going to get ready with the Sparky back here. I still, go back and forth whether I want to start with the Sparky or start with the Giant, but generally I lean towards the Sparky, just in case they do some sort of aggressive push. I have my Sparky on defense rather than having a Giant, which is just going to sit there as a meat shield, and sometimes it won't really do too much. Alright, so meanwhile, Hog Rider's gone down. Cannon countered that pretty well. We've got the Giant, plus the Sparky, plus the Musketeer. He does have a Zap spell plus an Ice Spirit, so it's going to be fairly difficult to get my Sparky onto his tower whenever I want, but it actually worked out pretty decently right there. Take a look as we lock on, and I'm going to even zap down the tower to try to get an additional shot off with the Sparky, with the Poison spell ticking down on both of my troops. Things aren't going to work out too well, so I'm going to stick back on defense, going to stop that Ice Spirit before it reaches too far over onto my side of the map. And another elixir collector is going down. We're just trading blows back and forth with these elixir collectors. He's even going to drop a musketeer right here to set up for his next push, and he's sort of playing in my favor right now. As long as I stay on my side of the map, he's really going to struggle to stop me when it comes to building up a giant army. So I'm just going to go ahead and play my Sparky. I don't care about the poison spell. The poison spell really won't do that much damage against my Sparky whatsoever. And now look at this Giant push. I'm going to play my Fire Spirits to bait out his Zap spell, and as soon as he plays that Zap, I'm going to play my second Sparky. I played the Fire Spirits because I knew he would zap down my Sparky before it even reached his side of the map, and because of that, my Sparky's going to lock onto the tower without even focusing on the Inferno Tower for some reason, and that's going to wrap up the game for a pretty classic 1 crown to 0 victory. So good stuff. Very nice little win right there. I was hovering around the 2900s. These are all pretty recent replays for the last couple of battles I had. But let me show you this replay, which you guys might have seen from the title of this video. This one gets a little bit weird, and we're just going to start off with some collectors in the back. Alright, so far so good. I got the cannon in my hand, always making sure you have your defensive card in your hand to react to your opponent quicker, making sure I'm doing that, but obviously he's not going to play anything, so let's play our Sparky in the back where he's going to play his Giants, and this is going to create a pretty interesting push as far as who is going to meet each other first, and who's going to be able to win this little bit of a brawl between the Sparky and the Giant right here. Alright, so Valkyrie to back up my Sparky. I'm not going to play my Giant, and as that Miner goes down, he's actually going to use his Zap spell to try to stop my Sparky from killing his Miner, but instead he's going to be a little bit late. That's going to cost him his Miner's life, and now we can sort of just pick off his troops on my side of the map, as well as another Giant's going to be making its way over. So I'm going to have to find a way to deal with this. Don't really have a card to play. You guys saw I had the Sparky, the Giant, the Sap, and the Fire Spirits in my hand. So instead, I'm just going to Fire Spirit down those archers as soon as they lock onto the tower. And then as the Giant gets on me, I do have to play my Valkyrie right here and sort of be wary of whatever he's going to do on his side of the map. Now, since he went for the Elixir Collector, that made me think that, hey, it's time to go on the offensive. I've got the Sparky right here. I've got the Valkyrie. And as the Valkyrie gets one hit off on the Bomber, take a look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Zap spell. I'm going to zap the Bomber right before the Sparky goes off onto the Bomber. And that's going to redirect my Sparky onto the Barbarians, giving me a nice little play right there. Or else I would have had a lot of trouble defending against those Barbarians. And I would have been in even a worse place as far as Elixir goes. I'm already fairly even with this guy as far as Elixir goes. And his Elixir Pump does have more HP. So now let's just hang out, see what he does on his side of the map. And honestly, I feel like my deck does pretty well against his. He does not have any air troops whatsoever, which is one of the most annoying things about playing this deck. So I can play things pretty casually, and as long as I can get my Sparky in the right position, we can do work. But as I say that, he's going to play his 3 Musketeers for the first ever time during this match. Sometimes it can be really hard to deal with 3 Musketeers with a Sparky, but I'm going to go ahead and drop a Valkyrie as well as Zap right in the center of him, and it's going to knock him into smithereens. He's even going to zap my Sparky right here, and since he just played his Zap spell, guess what? We're going to play our second Sparky on our side of the map. We've got 2 Sparkies, a Musketeer, a Giant. The Sparkies are going to go for separate archers, which is really stupid. I don't know why they did that. But look at this Giant, blown into smithereens by one single double Sparky blast, I guess you can call it. And as he drops his Barbarians to try to stop me, I'm simply going to zap those down. I've got Sparky onto the Miner. I've got Sparky onto the Giant as well as the tower. And guess what? We're going for a cannon on his side of the map and dropping our 3rd Sparky of the game. Look at all of those Sparkies. That is ridiculous. I've never had 3 Sparkies in a live game before without even using the mirror, which is just madness. And I think you guys sort of could tell what happened with that match. Too many Sparkies, too OP, and that was pretty much the end of the game. There was almost nothing this guy could do to really stop that push after he already played a Zap spell, and we had so many Sparkies coming over to his side of the map. Now, hopping into one final battle, this was actually the battle I played most recently before I hopped on for today, and the guy actually played his Elixir Collector in the back and just threw his rocket into the very center. So I was wondering, maybe this guy could be a Chief Pat subscriber. He was just trying to hook me up with some crowns, but pretty much after throwing that rocket at the center of the map, he sort of just stopped playing and let me run down the lane. I was hoping that he would throw some emotes out there, so maybe he could tell me if he knew who I was or something like that. Maybe he just didn't want to play me. Maybe he was eating some french fries and he just all of a sudden misclicked and had his rocket go into the center of the river. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm going to take the crowns anyway. I can get him, though. Good game to my man Pink Bunny right here. Thank you for that free W. And that was the 3rd crown victory I needed to get a little bit closer on my crown chest for the day. So yeah, things have been going really well on my Sparky account. I do have one big upgrade I want to do for you guys towards the end of this video, so I want to make sure I get that done. I still have like 17,000 gold, which is pretty nice. So 17,700, I'm at 2,970 trophies. Like I said, been hovering between 2,900 and 3,000. I'll go ahead and get that crown chest a little bit later. But yeah, pretty smooth sailing so far, and still working on upgrading some of my other cards back up to the standard that my current cards are at. Now, as far as the upgrade goes, there's one upgrade I've been meaning to do for a bit. I did my Sparky to level 2, I did my Zap up to level 9, but I can finally upgrade the last common inside of my deck, that's level 8, which is the Fire Spirits, or I guess are the Fire Spirits. So let's go ahead and get that done. It's 4,000 gold, but it's going to make it much easier for me to deal with Barbarians, which is really going to be nice because I do use my Fire Spirits a fair bit against the Barbarians on defense. And let's go ahead and get these bad boys up to level 9 and help us out just a bit. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Cha-ching, there goes our fire spirits. I'm going to go ahead and keep pushing on this account. Hopefully we can make our way back up to 3,000, but like I said, I'm not really too concerned about it. More just playing for fun and getting my crown chest nowadays to try to get some more upgrades and hopefully get some more legendary cards. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.